Hi, I'm Ashley Park with IdeateTV, and we're here with Greg, who is the founder of Scuba Radio. Okay, just tell me a little bit about what Scuba Radio is all about.
Well, Scuba Radio is a radio show about scuba diving. It's been on the air just over 18 years, syndicated across the U.S. on radio stations, and obviously podcast online at scubaradio.com as well. And it's the first and only radio show devoted exclusively to scuba diving. So it's a 2-hour weekly talk show every Saturday, 3 to 5 Eastern Time.
Nice. So is it like just talk shows, or do you do music? Or
Well, we play music in and out of commercial breaks. So I have folks that are musicians that are attached to the show, and they help us out with special songs about diving. I make up a few on my own, and we play them. But it's really a talk show, so people can call in, ask questions about diving, learn about diving, where to go, what to do, that kind of thing. And maybe they'll hear a goofy little radio type of song that we have made up of, like to a Beatles tune or something, just to amuse ourselves and abuse others. How about that?
Greg, can you tell me a little bit about the history of Scuba Radio?
Sure. Well, my background is in rock radio, and I had been producing, sports stations and talk stations in Orlando, Florida, for probably about 20 years. And I went into the boss's office one afternoon, and he was a scuba diver as well as I. And I said, this kind of blows. We could dive at any, or we could golf at any course in Orlando because we're working at this sports station, but I don't golf. And I said, wouldn't it be great if we could dive for free? And he goes, well, let's do a dive show. And I'm like, hey, why not? Why not? We put it on the air and it blew up on us. So it literally started as an excuse to go diving on company time and turned into my full-time job. So now I do Scuba Radio full-time for the last 18 years. We travel around the world, tell people what it's like to dive in Fiji, California, Florida, wherever we go, and kind of give them a taste of what it's like underwater.
Nice. Where's your favorite place to dive?
Oh, wow, that's a tough question. The thing is, when you're a diver, it's always about the next place you go, because there's so much great diving anywhere you go. It's really hard to narrow it down. So I always look at it that way. My favorite place to dive is my next one, because you never know what you might see underwater.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, once again, I'm Ashley Park.